Hi, hello, and welcome. I am definitely not Vlad, and you're watching me pug my way to 2.8k rating on an enhancement shaman in Dragonflight Season 2. In this episode, I'm going to try and get all my 20s done on an enhancement. An enhancement? What? On Fortified week. That's what I wanted to say. And I have no time to waste. As I record this, it is Monday. I have today left and tomorrow to get my 20s done. I still have Underrot, VP, Neltharus, Brackenhide Hollow, Neltharion's Lair, and Uldaman left to complete on 20. The Uldaman is the one I'm worried about the most. I have a 21 Halls of Infusion, of course, so I need to join somebody's 20. Probably going to be an Underrot. That might be the easiest to join because I have the highest clear on that. So I'm going to drop this to a 20 in order to be able to re-roll it. Drop that real quick. So now it's a 20 Halls of Infusion, so when we complete our first run on 20, we can re-roll it and hopefully get something else that we need, because I'd rather host my own runs than be forced to join somebody else's, because that way I can actually, hopefully avoid people that are going to brick my key. But it's not like I've had the best luck doing that even when I do host my own keys, so I don't know. Especially when it comes to Uldaman. Uldaman is just really cursed. Apparently, if I go higher than 17 on an Uldaman, I brick it, but if I do a 16, I'll 3-star it, so I don't know. By the way, if you enjoy these videos and you keep coming back even though you're not subscribed, please do consider changing that. Also, I would really appreciate it if you dropped a like and let me know what you like about the videos in the comments. I read all the comments and I respond to the vast majority of them, so yeah, that's a good way to reach out to me. Anyway, let's hopefully find a 20 key to do. We started with a Neltharion's Lair 20 with the group you see on the screen. I think I just barely managed to get the surfing in. Yeah, I did. Nice. As long as you start like the surfing animation, you're pretty much good to go. Like, that's the important thing. Usually people jump at 4 just to make sure that they get into the animation, but dropping it like 2 seconds is also fine. And here's the avalanche again. Hopefully killing this one will give us percent. It does. Very nice. That's a +2 key. The tank wasn't too great, but we got the job done, so I can't criticize him too much. Alrighty, this is 20 Underrot with the group you see on the screen. We have a decked out priest, very high geared warrior as well. Ball explosion going through. This group knows exactly what to do for this boss fight, so that's beautiful. And there it goes. Keystone upgraded +2. Hell yeah. Getting some good runs in. That was really nice. That was my key, so I cannot rejoin this group. But we have a Neltharion's Lair +22. Or sorry, 22. Neltharion's Lair. Thanks for the run. And I'm going to leave party. Alright, so I need to drop that Neltharion's Lair by 2 to a 20, and then I'll join somebody else's group again. Hopefully re-roll into a key I don't have. There's not many keys going on right now, so I'm going to do a 20 Underrot with the group you see on the screen. We again have an Augment Evoker, so I'm feeling pretty confident about this group doing well. Augment Evokers just make life easy. But yeah, we're just doing this to re-roll our key. I know I just did it Underrot, so I'm going to show you the last boss if we get to it. When you win Fury Totem, because I keep moving, so even with the constant relocating, it does take a while until I can regain the buff. I believe these are the last 2. We're going to switch to the Blood Visage, and that should be boss. Yeah, there we go. That was really nice, actually. That was a really nice run. Also a +2, no extra rating. We got Blood Tick Crushers. There's nobody... Does this person need hero tier gloves? No, they have hero tier gloves. Are these better than the ones they have? No, they're 2 out of 5, and I believe they had 2 out of 5 as well, so they can't even get upgrades out of it. Thank you for the run. Let me see. I'm going to exchange an Underrot. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's really unlucky. I'm gonna have to do another one, or maybe now I can find a group that'll take me for one of the dungeons I haven't done. Ooh, a portal. Yay. Okay, so I rejoined. Well, not rejoined. I just joined a random Neltharus group. It's actually the same people except for the healer. We have a different healer. I didn't even realize it was the mage hosting from the previous thing. I just applied because it was a dungeon I hadn't done. It's a 21 Neltharus key, I believe. This looks like it's going to be the kill, but man, this was such a pain in the ass. We died to her 3 times because people were playing tilted, myself included, I believe. But I didn't die during the intermissions, other people did. And I used my item, other people didn't. So, I don't know what to tell you. 5 fragments, now I can't even craft my thing. I got 9 rating out of that, even though I had a 17 clear, so untimed keys give you all rating. Alrighty, we're getting started with a 19 Brackenhide. That's really all I could get into, and I feel like getting from a 16 to a 19 might be good. Maybe I have a 17 cleared. I don't even know. Yeah, I have a 17 cleared, but we're going to bump it up to 19, and hopefully that makes it easier to get into 20s. Hoping people don't ignore the totem. People kind of ignored the totem. Okay, we didn't let the totem cast go through, so I don't have to worry, and that's the boss down. And that's 19 Underrot. What? Underrot? Brackenhide. And that means I can craft an item. I think I'm going to craft myself a wrist. One of the ones with the, whatchamacallits. The embellishment. That's what I meant. The one that gives you crit versatility if you get hit and gives you haste mastery if you hit someone. So I'm hoping to get more haste mastery out of it. I do believe it also has haste mastery as stats, which is perfect because I would have crafted a bracer with that anyway. Thank you for the run. I unfortunately can't reroll my key because my key is a 20. We timed a 19, so we need a 20 to reroll. All right, we managed to get into a 20 VP. I'm pretty happy about that because I didn't want to do another 19. And ended on that because I still have 2 other things that I need to do, like 2 other dungeons I need to do. I'm going to interrupt that in case the tank wants to move. I'm just going to Ghost Wolf, otherwise I'm going to get hit by that and just knock the f out. I don't know if we want a Bloodlust here. I'm going to assume not. I'm going to knock this thing up. I'm going to drop a stun totem and I'm just going to go to town now with all my cooldowns. Okay, the Paladin interrupted that at the same time as I did, so I now have a wasted interrupt, but that's perfectly fine. That Hunter did not get dispelled at all. Oh, what's happening with the heals? We okay? Is this gonna be one of those runs? I'm so happy this is not my key because the way it's looking right now, I don't know about that. That's one, Chief. I need to move. There we go. I was gonna say I need to hoof it, but I go into a wolf when I'm gonna move faster, so I need to paw it, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna drop my totem, trying to cleanse the... Okay, that got shockwave. That's really good. I can now focus on DPS because I've used up all my utility, basically. I do have the Tauren stun still available. I'm going to try and save that for this rushing wind from this Gust Soldier. If he doesn't do it. I had to do this. I had to do it. I think I interrupted this. The healer also went down. I think this is just a release. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That was weird. That was really weird. I don't know if I caused that by making the healer want to battle res me or not. That was pretty rough. I'm waiting to use a Windrush Totem to help us all move. The heal, or what is that? The Hunter is still alive. Okay. I don't know what to do here. He's misdirecting. I'm getting hit by this, I think. No, it's not me. Who is it? It's somebody else. I'm going to knock him up just to give the time to the tank to... How did the tank die? Use your shield block, my guy. I'm gonna CC these guys. Poison cleansing totem to remove that. I'm trying to slow this guy, but he's enraged, so I can't do that. We need to kick that, move out of this thing. Okay, this is like a half recovery. That's not horrible, actually. Like, we can make this work. I just need to go and take care of this guy. I don't have a kick available for that. I have a kick available for this. We want to reduce the number of enemies right now. But it looks like we stabilized. The tank needs to taunt the armored Mistral. The poor Hunter has to kite into Narnia. He's going to have to go into a different dungeon to continue kiting. We'll get that Afflicted Soul from the back. Very good. Tank actually finally has aggro now. This was a bit messy, but it was also a good recovery. The Hunter actually made the right call of kiting, and it all worked out. We managed to recover, so I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. Usually the recoveries are... Whenever someone tries to kite, usually it ends up with just being more wipes. But now we have the... movie speedy totem, and we're gonna move over here. I'm gonna use my defensive here. I don't have my group heal cooldown available. I'm gonna use my poison cleansing totem because there's 2 of them. One's down there on the stairs. Or we don't have a battle res and the healer just died. We should literally just walk into the thing. Unless we can kill this very... You know, fuck it. If we reset this, we've already like bricked the key, so I may as well try to heal my group through this. I'm gonna have to give special love to the Hunter. And there we go. I'm gonna have to use the group heal cooldown here soon. Come on, Hunter. Work with me here. Use something. I'm trying to heal as much as I can. The group heal cooldown's coming up now. Now I should be able to heal the group just easily. But I really need to zoog the damage, and I'm getting 0 procs. Come on, procs. Work with me here. I gotta save my group from wiping on this. I don't think I can. I'm gonna heal myself. If I die, they're all dead. But if I can heal this guy, come on, I can do this. Maybe I can do this. No, there's people dropping like flies. I can't even keep myself alive. 30% of the boss left. Trying to keep myself alive so I can maybe help the... I need to go over here and get knocked up. Well, that's everyone dead. Okay, well, that's a key bricked. I do not want another untimed 20. I'm leaving. I don't have time in my day to sit here and do a key with a healer that is healing the affix. I can't. I'm not in a party, but I can't leave my party. What the heck? Okay, that kind of lagged out. That's rough. I don't have time to do another 20 today, so I'm gonna have to record more tomorrow. Which is okay. I think I can do 3 20s tomorrow. I would love to do 4. I would love to do Neltharus, but at this point, I don't think I can do that. I think I have enough time for that. So we're going to have to do some 22s and 21s in the next week to make up for the lack of rating I've gotten this week. I do also have to make sure that I have every 20 timed because I do need all portals. That's part of the rules. But yeah, some runs you just can't save even when you try as hard as possible. Alrighty, we're trying Vortex Pinnacle 20 again. This is the day after I tried to record the 20 previously, so maybe this time we'll get better luck. Doggy hop. Doggy, 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 hop. Oh, and I don't do the f***ing doggy hop. Well, doggy hop. There you go. I derped out and failed it. I was looking at certain health bars in the group, and I was hoping... I don't know. I couldn't even tell you what exactly I was looking at that I failed at. But I failed it, that's for sure. These procced my sport cloak, dang it. When the boss has less health or equal health to the ad, you want to stay on the boss unless you're at risk of dying from the ad very, very quickly. I'm going to use a defensive there. I was scared that I wouldn't get away from the druid quickly enough, so I used my defensive. I don't have many other opportunities to use my defensive here, so it's not going to be a huge mistake. Hopefully. I do still have my elemental totem, earth elemental. I keep calling it Earth Elemental Totem. It's just an Earth Elemental, Vlad. I'm going to heal this. There we go. Somebody dispelled it. Very good. We're going to reroll our key. That's what I want more than the loot. What do I get? Halls of Infusion? I've already done Halls of Infusion. Damn it. And I get the Red Sky Pendant. I'm going to ask if anyone needs that. Let's see if the group wants to stay together for one of their other keys. Are you guys doing more? Am I being out DPS'd? I'm not being out DPS'd by a lot. Okay, the Rogue wants it. Hold on. Thank you for the run. See you around. Yeah, the tank doesn't want to do more, so with the tank being as good as they were, I'd prefer not to do more without them. Gave the rogue the little necklace that we got, and we're going to go and try and do another 20. All right, we joined a plus 20 Brackenhide, or well, a 20 Brackenhide. Not ideal, because I have a 19 Brackenhide. I really want to do an Uldaman, but you got to do what you got to do. We are moving on to the next group. We're going to drop a movement speed totem for our tank here. This looks like a double Rotslinger pull. Those are very dangerous, but we're going to just trust the tank to know what they're doing. I have my AoE heal available, so when I see a bunch of stacks of the poison inevitably, or not the poison, the disease, I'm going to drop my group heal. I'm going to kick that burst of the cat. I can only kick one. I'm trying to stay on top of the totem. Oh boy. Okay, the other totem also is almost taken out. We're going to switch to the other totem. We're going to drop all our shit for the other totem. Looking at the stacks, we're getting to 4 stacks, so we're going to start using our group heal here. Another totem's being brought down. I don't know if we should switch to the totem. How much HP does the totem have? This guy needs to die before he pulls more shit. I'm staying on the totem. Cleansing this, staying on the totem. Oh, I don't know about this pull, bud. I don't know about this pull. I didn't even give us the extra disease cleanse from the things that you can pick up as an alchemist. I don't know. Tank went down. I'm going to drop a slow totem on these guys. I'm going to jump away. Hopefully I don't pull that group to the side. Do I reset? I think I'm just going to... Yeah, no, I'm just going to reset. No, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's a reset. Double Rotslinger is something you should not do unless you have multiple disease cleanses, which we did not. We had only the Paladin. Druids cannot cleanse diseases. Shamans cannot cleanse diseases. And Hunters sure as heck cannot cleanse diseases. I'm just hoping we don't do the exact same pull again. The totem's way back in the back. We have double Rotslinger again. I hope we keep moving. Nobody's kicking the Rotslinger, so we have burst. Rotting burst going through again. We're going to drop all our shit. I'm going to try and target the Rotslingers, but we also have a Wilted Oak in this group. This is textbook overpull. We're going to kick the Wilted Oak. That's very scary. We're going to drop a stun totem on top of that. Hopefully people are just going to pump the DPS so hard that it doesn't even matter. I'm going to drop my poison cleansing totem. I don't see if people were able to take care of those or not. I'm going to use my extra action button because I got 7 stacks of the freaking disease because we have 2 Rotslingers in the pull. That's something you don't do. Now we have 3 Rotslingers in the group. This guy just does not understand what these enemies do. I'm very not confident about clearing this. I'm using my group heal here. I need to get away from that stun. I'm trying to kill the totems. Nobody else is because the tank doesn't even want to group on the totems. He just wants to keep holding the W key like this is a freaking normal dungeon. I need to heal that in the background because the healer probably can't get to it right now. He's too busy healing people with 58 stacks of the disease because the tank doesn't know how to stop pulling. I'm going to use everything I can to heal myself. The groups, there's more, just more totems coming through over and over again. There's no point in doing this pull. 18 minutes, we haven't gotten to the second boss. We were attempting to go for the 3rd time through the worst part of the trash. Like, yeah, we can survive it if it's a bunch of mobs that just hit you with their fists. However, this is not TBC. It's irritating to watch people do. This isn't a high key. It's a 20. It's a relatively high key. There's no reason to do these forced ass pulls. We have plenty of DPS. We can time this without doing stupid pulls. And he's just gonna go, stop pulling multiple Rotslingers. I'm just gonna sink all my damage into one totem because I can't do both. This guy doesn't understand what the f he's doing wrong, and he's just gonna keep doing it over and over again. So the best I can do is try to correct his mistake. I'm gonna use my defensive and stand on top of this poison shit. I'm gonna single target the DPS this thing. I'm gonna drop my poison cleansing totem to try and clear these guys because I don't know if there's 2 of them or not. One totem's dead, another one pops back up. It's almost like we have too many Rotslingers in the pull. There's 2 totems again. People are not switching to totems. Why? Because the tank's not grouping the trash on the totems. I don't know if it's better to ignore the totems or to just kill the totems. I'm going to use my extra action button, which I've bothered to actually get. I'm going to kick that Burst of Decay, but another one is going to go through on a different person. Yeah, I'm leaving this group. I cannot watch that. That is physically painful. I'm going to go try and find a different group. This was not worth my time. That would have been an untimed 20. I have a 19 timed. I don't need a 20 untimed. It's barely going to give me any rating, so I'm going to go find a different group. And I'm clearly upset, so I'm going to go take a break, talk to some friends, hang out and relax, and then I'm going to try and really get into an Uldaman. I really need an Uldaman. If I can get an Uldaman the rest of this, I can recover in the next week, but I have to push really hard. But we'll see. We're going to try and find an Uldaman in a bit. I just need to take it easy because that was really frustrating. All right, we're starting a 21 Brackenhide. I like that a lot more. Group seems a lot better. Tyrus is actually someone who you played before with. I think it was in a quick run I did for crests. So it's nice to see someone I ran into. I do believe they performed well. They even said, "Is it okay for your challenge?" I think it is, because I joined as a pug. It's not like I... Ooh, that's a heck of a start right there. Was that a battle res? I can't tell. It looks like a battle res. We're going to drop a slow totem over there in case people need to kite. Do I bloodlust this? I don't know if I bloodlust this. That's an interesting start. We're going to kick that fear. We're going to have a stun down. We're going to put a poison cleansing totem down. We're going to put one of these earth elemental totems down just to get some hits off the tank. Now I'm going to bloodlust. I'm glad I didn't bloodlust any earlier than this. Okay, kind of a good recovery. That was... hell of a start. We're gonna knock up because I see Vicious Claw Mangles being cast. You can interrupt the cast, but you can't interrupt the channel. Oh, I have a lot of shit on me. I'm gonna use the group heal here. I think it's necessary. Oh man, this is rough. Okay, they pulled the patrol as well, even though the rogue asked not to pull the patrol. I'm gonna do a stun run. There we go. Trying to get rid of the afflicted soul. Okay, I had to focus on utility there, otherwise we would hit fucking sack again. And by the sack, I mean the deck. By the deck, I mean we would have died. Okay, I dodged that hit. I'm super happy about that because those hurt. We do have a Soothe available, I think, for this Rage Storm. It's not necessary. At least this tank is not moving constantly during the whatchamacallit, the Blade Storms. We had a tank just earlier that kept constantly moving during Blade Storm because he thought it was going to hit him. It will not hit you. You can literally just stand there and it will not hit you. I'm looking at the Mystic to kick it. I don't have a kick available. There we go. Tyrus takes care of it. Very good. We're gonna knock up. We're gonna use a Doom Winds here. What the f? Did I not see the trap? I'm gonna use this. Oh no, that's really bad. The trap. I did not see the trap from the hunter. That's really bad. I'm gonna use a defensive here. Rogue got messed up. I'm used my reincarnate to make sure that doesn't go through. Oh Jesus Christ! This is so much shit, so much damage. I don't know if this is a healing issue or these pulls shouldn't be done issue. We're gonna kick that. Vicious Claw Mangles coming through. We're gonna slow totems down. That person needs to run the hell away. Is that the tank dead again? I don't know. No, it's not the tank dead again. I'm gonna try and kill that. I use the lightning bolt to try and finish that guy off. The rogue is dead again? What the heck killed the rogue now? I don't even know. I think they activated another trap when they used their harpoon to, or whatever the heck it is that they use. 2 Vicious Claw Mangles. One is on me. I'm gonna try and run away. I'm gonna try and finish this guy off before he does more shooties. Oh, please. Mercy. No. God damn it. I ran away from my healer, so this is my own fault. These pulls are bad. You don't pull those enemies. I think the tank took this little group and dragged it into the hunter. The hunter does a lot of AoE damage bleed. That is ridiculous during Fortified. What is this rogue doing? We're going to kick that to group everything up. Poison cleansing totem. Knock everything up. We're going to put a stun totem down. Oh man, I don't know what to do. This needs to get kicked. I need to get away from people so I don't do that. We're gonna switch to the totem. I don't know. I'm gonna Taran stun this. I don't want anyone to die with it. Stupid freaking thing makes me jump in the direction I'm facing, not the direction I'm looking. That's really annoying. By stupid thing, I mean the wind gust. I was trying to wind gust my way back to the group. Gonna kick that fear. If that fear goes through, we're quite well and truly effed. So I don't want that to happen. Didn't have a kick available there. Are there multiple of these? I don't see multiple of these. I'm trying to slow these, but the raging is just too much. Luckily, people are able to run away, so that's good. We're going to kick this. Screw the casts. We're going to try and kill this guy back there. We have wind strikes available for him. Okay, he kicked the bucket. Man, that guy's just going to a different... He wants to go to a different dungeon. He doesn't like this one anymore. That was messy. 10 deaths right at the start, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. I've seen worse, and I've recovered from worse. People are grabbing the thing. At least people know what the heck it does. That's definitely an improvement compared to last dungeon. I don't know how much of last dungeon I showed, but holy crap, it was really bad. It was like super duper bad. Like really, really, really bad. I'm gonna grab the one that's further away because I don't know if the healer sees it. Okay, tank does want to, doesn't want to, maybe wants to go. I don't know. We've got the Mystic already focused. I'm gonna drop a stun totem. I'm gonna interrupt that thing. I have a fear cleansing totem here, the tremor totem, that I can use to remove fears if that fear is close to coming through. I don't have anything to interrupt that. I've used everything I could to make that vicious claw mangle go away, but I just don't have anything. I'm gonna use a slow totem on them. It's not gonna mean much when they start getting low on HP. We're gonna cleanse that afflicted soul. I failed my kick on this. My knock-up does nothing because raging is a pain in the ass. We need to kill that guy in the back just to make sure he doesn't reach the other enemies. This guy needs to die. Please, please soothe, please soothe, please soothe. Okay, now we pulled that group. We're gonna kick that decay surge to make everything group up nicely. Oh, I don't know. I'm assuming soothe was on cooldown, or it's not talented. I don't know how it wouldn't be talented. It should be talented every time because you can't get to some really key talents without it, I think, but I can't remember for certain. It's been a while since I played the druid seriously. Oh man, come on, this group. I don't know how I feel about this. The tank is just kind of running to the next group, even though we have 2 ranged here. There's a lot of tanks that are completely unaware of how actually to tank anything. Like, they know the dungeon tactics, but they don't understand basic concepts of tanking, such as make sure the ranged are grouped up and that you don't pull too much ranged so that you can keep DPSing. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'm going to try and pick off these stragglers because I got a really bad feeling, like just an unsettling feeling, that we are going to let them run into a bunch of enemies and that it's going to be really bad experience for us. Okay, let me catch my freaking breath here for a second. Jesus, this dungeon's been rough so far. We're gonna cleanse these manually. I don't want to use my totem here when it's really easy to get rid of these. Tanks, the healer's kind of ignoring it, so I'm just gonna have to do that. Ron chanting totem's coming through. We're gonna kick the withering burst. I don't know where this... Can you just stop when we have 5 casters? He just pulled 2 more casters. We're never gonna group this up. I'm gonna use the frickin' heal. I'm gonna kick that guy in the back to try and make him group up a little bit more. Like, I don't understand these pulls. There's so many casters. There's no way to interrupt all of these. I'm gonna tar and stun through them to reduce the number of things that are getting cast. Withering burst needs to get kicked. Nobody's kicking it. I barely got the kick off. I'm gonna use my healing potion here just because I got low. I saw my screen flash with it. I'm gonna try and finish this guy off before he reaches any enemies. I don't have enough kicks for this. Jesus Christ. I don't understand these pulls. They're not good pulls. At least, especially when you don't kick ever. As a prot warrior that has a pummel. Rogue's grabbing that one. I'll grab this one. Tank's grabbing the one from before. Nobody grabbed it. I don't know, man. This is, I'm not particularly optimistic about this run, but we'll see how it works. All right. Let's see if we can clear this group without me losing my mind. I don't know. The pulls have been really rough. I don't know why Brackenhide is such a shit show every time. I'm going to use a Sundering to interrupt that. We're going to knock this Vicious Claw Mangle up. I just want to make sure that the Claw Mangles don't go through. I've had horrible uptime on my Wind Fury Totem because I'm trying to, like, scrape together some kind of DPS here. I'm going to use my self-heal here. Taking care of that one. Somebody took care of the other one. Very good. Claw Mangle's coming through. There's no way to CC. It's not on me. It is on the Rogue. The Rogue is just kind of standing there. And that's the cheat death of the Rogue. We're going to try and kill this Crusher. Bone Crusher, whatever the heck. And that's first boss. Rogue has been on low HP for a very long time, and the healer is just not doing anything about it. That's kind of confusing. Let's put it that way. I have my group heal here. I'll use my group heal once Gashtooth does his thing. I'm going to tunnel into Trick Totem. I'm going to kick this. The number of kicks in this group is not very, how should I say it, encouraging. We're going to get rid of the Afflicted Soul. Marked for Death is on me. I have my defensive. Do I? I don't. I still have it running from when we used it just a little bit ago. I did manage to heal everyone to full with my group heal. Rogue is being targeted by the Bladestorm. They're running away. That's good. We're going to focus interrupt this guy. We're looking at Gashtooth. Let's just switch back to Trick Totem. Screw it. I'm trying to get some damage in, but I'm just flustered by what the group is doing or not doing, which is just a bad thing to do. If I was not commentating, I'd probably be doing this a lot better, I think, but what can I do? Looking at the totem, I have all my shit. I have Sundering up. That's going to nuke the totem. Got new doggos up. Jason, these ones are for you. Trying to do some serious damage here. At least the tank is blocking the charge. That's good. Hopefully they don't get one shot by it. It's a fortified week. I'd be very disappointed if they did. I'm going to self-heal here. Everyone is full health. Okay, so the paladin can heal when he wants to. He just sometimes chooses not to heal the rogue, maybe as a form of punishment. Maybe the rogue did something bad in his previous life, so now he's Receiving karmic justice. Vanderloo at this point would probably be saying, no, he's just a rogue. He's always almost dead. She hates healing rogues. Okay, and that's the first boss dead. I feel like we've recovered 23 minutes in on the first boss, 10 deaths. It could be worse. I'm getting it, buddy. I see you. Don't get too excited. He was jumping around trying to get me to take it. But that's okay. We have one disease dispel, which is the paladin. Again, same deal as last dungeon. We're looking to see what the tank is going to pull. I'm going to give him a second because he just straight up is not grabbing aggro. He didn't do a thunderclap here, which is an interesting choice of, you know, ability usage. You have a giant group right next to you and you don't thunderclap. I'm just not going to question it. I think he was tunneling on getting the next group to join us. Okay, we have Sundering going through during the Doom Winds. That's good. We're going to get new doggos out. Luckily, not much I really need to interrupt here. Nothing too important, so I can even let some casts go through. It's 2 Afflicted Souls. I grab one of them. Okay, we're going to drop a movement speed totem here for this group. We're going to drop a Wind Fury totem. We're going to relocate them all here. I'm going to put a focus on the Wilted Oak so I can always make sure I interrupted. I'm going to put new doggos down while I can't reach, so I have a global to spend that makes sense. We're going to interrupt that thing. That frontal is bad news if it goes through. I'm looking at health bars. That rogue is pretty low for a long time. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a long time or if it's just 2 globals. It feels like a long time because it's just a scary health bar to have. I think I cleansed that. Yes, I did. Very good. The bleeds here can be pretty dangerous from the little lashers, so that's something to keep in mind. Like if you have a few stacks of that bleed, it can be pretty bad. Wilted Oak is soon going to cast his Necrotic Breath. We're going to kick that right away. We have new doggos coming through because the Oak still has 1,000,000 HP. He's going down quick. That's good. Okay, we're doing a small segmented pull. I'm going to put down my Poison Cleansing Totem here just to get rid of these poison guys immediately. Or the Afflicted Souls, I should say. We have new doggos coming through. We're going to keep Chain Lightning, Crash Lightning, ning. I had a Wind Strike up, but I didn't use it properly. I'm going to hold my Doom Winds for the next group. I don't know what these pulls are, but they're kind of weird. Someone kick this. Paladin has a kick. He hasn't used one. We don't drop Poison Cleansing Totem. Cannot be dropped. We're going to grab the one in the back. Hopefully somebody else gets it. I just want to kill the Rotslinger. Killing the totem feels like a waste of time because nobody else... No, there's not a single freaking... No. There's not a single tank that's trying to ever pull to the freaking totem. Like, they never group it on totem. So I may as well just kill the Rotslinger. That way, at least I'm going to kill more things at the same time. We're holding our Bloodlust here for a while. If we do a big enough pull now, I will Bloodlust. I think I might Bloodlust on the 2 Wilted Oaks before the second boss. I think that's going to be the best time save. Because those things are freaking tanky. Get away from that thing. Okay. Tank is pulling it. We're going to put a focus on this guy. Tank is grabbing more. We're going to cleanse that. What is he pulling? Just slimes? I don't understand. I'm going to use a healing potion here because I'm kind of low. Self-heal because I'm still kind of low. What exactly are we waiting for? The tank to grab. I don't understand. Like, this was a jumping back and forth. I need to use a defensive, need to use a self-heal, need to use a group heal. Just, I want to survive. I don't understand what the tank is trying to do. Like, is he trying to make a bigger pull, or is he just kind of walking back and forth for no reason? Also, who pulled this? I don't know. I have aggro. I do know that. I need to step out of that circle. I'm getting hit because the tank doesn't know how to use a thunderclap to save his life. I'm just going to run back. I'm going to take this time while I'm running back to just catch a breather. I don't know. This group is really freaking heavy. It's 19 minutes. We haven't reached the second boss. I don't know how this is going to go. I don't think it's a time. I'm going to mute this rogue because he's just cussing at the tank for no reason. I don't know why we're pulling this part of the patrol, but I guess we need it for percent. I'm going to accidentally pull that group, but I'm going to Bloodlust because this tank is not going to make a good route otherwise. So I'm just going to go to town here. Getting battle resed. I must get battle resed here. I'm going to Poison Cleansing Totem. I'm going to kick that burst. Hopefully somebody kicks the Oak. It's going to cast it in 19 seconds. So by then, hopefully somebody has a kick up. That somebody's going to be me. I'm going to switch to the totem here. The totem needs to die, otherwise we're going to get overwhelmed by the thing. Tank's actually moving on to the totem. That's beautiful. I'm going to put a focus on the Wilted Oak, and I'm going to look at the Rotslinger. I want the Rotslinger dead before he does another set of totems. I have three stacks of the totem. I don't have the totem cleanse available because I died. We're going to stay on the fetid Rotslinger. Yeah, fetid Rotslinger, because that's going to kill him. The totem goes away when you kill him. Oh my god, the tank actually interrupted something. Holy shit. I must be in a fever dream. Did I die in real life when I died in here, and this is just the afterlife and people are actually using their kicks? Holy shit. I'm being too sarcastic, but what can I say? I'm a little disappointed here. I'm going to put a focus on Star. I'm going to look at Circle. I'm going to try to kick the one that doesn't get kicked by others. Tank is pulling extra here. I'm not sure why. I'm looking to get kicks. No kicks went through. No person got hit by this Wilted Oak, so it's kind of okay. I kicked the other one because it was turned towards more people. Oh man, this is hard to watch. I'm going to do a Poison Cleansing Totem. This looks like it's going to be another untimed 21. I don't know how I feel about that. Having 2 untimed 21s just feels really bad. We're going to try our best, though, to make sure that this is a timed key. Use a group heal here. I see people that are low HP. We got actual kicks coming through. That's beautiful to see. The healer is really struggling to stay alive. I think he has a lot of bleeds on him or something. I don't even know what's killing him right now, to be honest with you. I'm going to cleanse that as soon as it comes out. I don't want the healer thinking about that. He should be thinking about healing the group. Namely, this rogue that keeps getting hit by the bleeds. That's unfortunate. Monsters decay. Let's take care of this, and then we can go on to the boss. He should probably just pull to the boss. I'm just going to put a movement speed totem and go towards the boss. Maybe the tank finally figures out what that is. Oh, good. He realized. He thunderclapped them and then moved on to the next group. That's exactly what he should have done. Good. It's good to see. He is indeed capable of learning. We're going to switch to Chain Lightning here, I think, just as soon as I have some Maelstrom. Need a new Wind Fury totem. I haven't been keeping track of that quite well. I probably have horrible uptime this dungeon because I'm just too busy doing 500 million other things. Mostly commentating, probably. That was a good shockwave by the tank. Rasping Vines are coming through. Okay, tank is in the thing. We're going to drop a Poison Cleansing Totem because there's 2 of these bad boys. We're going to keep Zug-Zugging. We have a bunch of those guys down. We're going to keep Chain Lightning. We're going to... Okay, that was good. That was a good Blinding Light. I did also get a Sundering through that hit most of those. That was a bunch of damage and an interrupt. I hit the branch when I did my little jump. No, that's so stupid and goofy looking. Okay, it's on me. I'm going to put it here near the edge of this. Very good. So we still have room somewhere behind him. I'm going to do my Tauren run through those guys. Just make sure that we don't murder anyone with the frontal. Rogue almost went down. I think that was his cheat death. I'm going to try and get the rogue back up. Healer took a sweet time to get a heal on the rogue, but then he used a lay on hands, so I think that was planned. A healer feels a bit slow, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't know what the idea is here. Tank is kind of letting us go through. Is the rogue gonna go in? I'm gonna use my defensive in here. I couldn't tell who was supposed to go in. He said you, but I don't know who you is. There's 4 other people in the dungeon, my guy. I don't know who you is. I'm gonna cleanse this. Try not to get hit by that. We're gonna knock up. It's a lot of these bastards coming through now. He's spitting out more of them. I'm just standing here near the boss so people can cleave them. Tank is moving that shit really far away. We're going to drop. We're going to kick. Okay, Tank did a shockwave. We can stay on the boss now and just finish him. This is really messy. 13 minutes. We need to kill the good chunk of trash. We're at 86%. That is at least good. We can sort of skip a bunch of stuff here in this area, but we really need to go to work. I'm not going to hit this thing before the tank hits it a few times because I am so tired of dying from ripping aggro. I'm going to cleanse this one in the back. While we're all coming through, we can still keep DPSing. We just need to stand on the edge of it. I'm going to drop Doggos and Doomwinds once he's done with that. And there we go. Doomwinds and just keep going. I really hope I don't get hit by Stink Breath here because that would really suck. It's the Rogue again. Good. The Rogue. No, the Rogue is doing really, really good DPS, but he's been kind of toxic and being very mean to the tank. I do understand the tank doesn't know how to do this stuff, but he's got to learn somewhere, and this is a really good time to learn. When you have a group that can kind of carry you through it, but not hard carry you where you can completely ignore what the tank's doing. So he kind of feels like he's improving as he goes through the dungeon. He's learning that he can't just hold W. He's also learning that he does need to sometimes just hold W, because when you're running behind on time, you do need to make up some time for this. Or by this, I mean for, you know, for the 12 deaths that we had. 10 by the first boss, which was not ideal. But we're recovering, we're stabilizing, we're pushing harder. The 2 of the deaths after the first boss were basically just me. We couldn't have asked for a better patrol timing because now we can just go up here. Just need big boy over here. Okay, Sulfur Hound. Managing to get up there pretty quickly. That's good. We have the birdies. That's extra percent. Means we can skip even more stuff. We're going to put focus on the purple one, and I'm going to target the other one so I can kick either of them. Going to prevent that maul with a Sundering. I'm going to drop a Poison Cleansing Totem over here. Screech is coming through. We targeted that. Okay. We have 4 minutes until the thing. We do need to drop a Stun Totem on top of these bad boys. We have a bunch of Chain Lightnings coming through because of the wind strikes. Taruz managed to kick that before I kicked it. I wanted to kick the Master's Call. The Master's Call, what it does is basically it makes the hyenas immune to CC. Am I being targeted by meat? Okay, I need to get the heck away from that. I was saved by my Spore Cloak. Okay, those got taken care of immediately. That's very beautiful to see. We have new hyenas coming through. We're just going to zap them once so I have aggro because I can direct them then. If I have aggro, they can keep coming at me. I'm going to drop a slow totem on them. I have meat on me. I need to go over here to get them trapped. Never mind. Did it run out or something? Or are they on someone else? Are they on me? They're not on me. I cannot tell who they are on. Bounding Leaps coming through. I'm just very scared of the hyenas. Like, I really don't want to keep dying. We're going to kick this. Those guys are done in the back. We need to cleave them. The tank should be moving us towards the hyenas, because when there's too many hyenas, we run out of traps. And when we run out of traps, we run out of HP, because the hyenas are going to get to us eventually. Hyenas are running after me. I'm just going to slow them. I don't need them to, actually. I'm going to kick that. There we go. They actually managed to cleave the hyenas down. I'm going to zap that with a earth bind, or what? Frickin' frost shock is what I'm trying to say. Okay, that went as well as it could possibly go. Nobody died. That's about as much as we can ask for. 10 minutes. I'm feeling more optimistic now. We stopped making as many mistakes. Myself personally, I stopped making as many mistakes. I want to knock this up. We don't need these swirlies right now. Tank is just holding W. He's gonna pull this rot hexer. Is he? He's not. Our stab guy got f***ed up in the back. Trying to kick that, trying to make them all group up. Doggos, Doom Winds, Sundering, Poison Cleansing Totem. I don't want any of those slows to go through. Luckily, they haven't a single time this dungeon. We're going to Star and Stun through that. We don't need those swirlies right now. I'm going to kick this. I do have a Tremor Totem in case the fear goes through. The Rogue is kicking the fear. That's good to see. I'm going to knock up that Decay Surge. We're going to drop a Stun Totem so I can maybe get one more bit of CC in before it starts raging. Now that it's raging, I have to kick it. There's the rot thing. We're going to actually try to kill it before those swirlies kill us, because I've seen so many people get killed by it because they're so tunneling into the guy that can fear us and kill us all. Just need nobody to die to that. And there we go. We managed to clear that section. No, we don't go left, right. We go left. I'm going to go left because we can skip that. We have 95%. We do not need to pull this. Hopefully people are going left. I did not pull. That's good to see. Okay, the tank pulled. So now we have to kick that. We have to kill this now. I'm going to knock everything up. Somebody hopefully can manage to kick that. Please kick that. Okay, that's a shockwave. I'm going to kick it here in a second. There's the kick. We can make a move over. Okay, now I feel much safer because we're not going to accidentally pull the shit that's in the back. Get rid of that thing. Oh, I think it was the tank that pulled it. I don't know. That's another mistake on the tanks tab, but we're good. We managed to kill these guys pretty quickly. We didn't even need to commit any major cooldowns to it, so that's good. We just need to not pull a lot here. We have 97%. We're very close to finishing the percent, and then we have plenty of time to do this. Wow, I thought this was more punishing of a key, to be honest, but apparently it's not. We're going to kick this to make this thing keep moving with us. We're going to drop Doggos into this. We have Bloodlust available, but we don't need it for this. We're just going to save it for the boss. I'm going to cleanse this thing in the back because it's really far away from the other people. They might not even be in range to do it. Okay, I stand corrected. I was freaking out about the time, but I guess I was thinking of it in the sense of if we keep making as many mistakes as we had been, we're not going to have a good time. We're going to kick that fear. I don't want to see none of that business. That Druid needs to get cleansed. They've got cleansed. Very high, very nice. That's beautiful to see. It's so often that I see people not cleanse those, and those really hurt when the siphon comes through. That is percent. We are good. We are really, really good on percent now. That ended up turning out quite well. We're going to give the rogue some heals because he's got the bleed on him. The bleed really hurts. We're going to Bloodlust right off the bat here. Bloodlust, Doggos, Wind Fury Totem, Storm Strike, and try to reset Storm Strike. There we go. We got lucky with it. We got a Sundering coming through. We're looking for the Totem that's going to come through. First the Decay Strikes, then the Totem. Tank's positioning correctly. You should position so that the Rotburst Totem lands on the Rotburst Totem always lands on the opposite side of the position of the boss. So the boss always just chucks it across the room. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're positioning yourself in such a way that the boss ends up throwing it behind this, ideally. So like this works perfectly, because that way your melee can actually reach it. If you have a group full of range that are supposed to kill the thing, it's perfectly fine to just position wherever. But ideally, in very high keys, everyone, including the tank, would be hitting the totem just to kill it on time. I'm gonna get rid of this guy that's hiding over there in the fog. Okay, we're gonna... Do I hold my cooldowns for the totem? I don't think I need to, right? I'm just gonna drop everything. Doom Winds, I'm gonna put Sundering on the totem, like so. That's gonna do a nice big 300k crit. That's beautiful to see. My throat's starting to get dry from commentating this dungeon. I've just been speaking so much. Lately, I've been doing these fast-paced commentaries. I don't know if you guys even like these, but I feel on these high-level dungeons, by the time I get to these dungeons in a series, I'm pretty experienced with the class to some extent. And I feel like I'm more comfortable commentating about what's going on. I'm going to use my healing cooldown here because I saw a bunch of low health bars. I may as well help the paladin out so you can maybe do some more damage here. This is doing 11k DPS. 11k DPS for a multiple minute fight is not a small amount. That ends up being quite a bit of damage done to the boss. I have a Sundering here. We're going to Storm Strike into Sundering. into another storm strike. There we go. Wind strikes are coming through. You just got to make sure that totem dies quick. If the totem manages to get the dot off on us, that's pretty rough, especially now that I've used my group heal. I'm going to drop wind for your totem because we need to refresh it. It's been already 2 minutes. Trying to kill that rot burst totem before it goes off. Okay, we managed to kind of just barely. We're going to switch the lightning bolts here, and that should be the boss dead. We have 4.5 minutes left. That's how much more seriously we started taking the dungeon. That's amazing. Honestly, thought this was a bricked key. Let me see. Give me an Uldaman. I want an Uldaman now. Did I just reroll into an Underrot from an No, I rerolled from a Halls of Infusion. From an Underrot into a Halls of Infusion into an Underrot again. I'm gonna try and get an Uldaman in. It's 10 p.m. and I'm tired and I want to go play my warrior that I've been playing around on just in my free time, because now that I'm doing not daily videos, I actually have this thing called free time. I haven't seen it before. No, I'm kidding. It's not that bad. It wasn't that bad. I loved every minute of making daily videos, except for the part around 5 a.m. when I'm editing a video, because I know I need to get another daily video out. But I'm not going to whine about that right now. We sold some moonless trousers, which always makes me feel good. Oh, we are so broke. Okay. Yeah, I need to spend these aspect shadow flame crests. I've been spending the last one that I had. I spent the last one that I had on upgrades on pants. Probably gonna do, I don't even know. I'll see what gives me the most agility, and I'll use it on that. Bloodlusting first pull. You've heard the man or the woman or the person or whatever. Gonna just reset this real quick. We're waiting to see what all the tank wants to pull for the first pull. We're gonna put focus on the Geomancer. Is this tank still going? He's not. We're gonna bloodlust. I just don't know when they're going to stop. Sometimes they go really far. Sometimes they go just a little bit. We're going to dispel this really quick. Keep going. We need doggos. We keep smashing. Going to kick that stone bolt, because we have plenty of time until we have to interrupt the next chain lightning. The chain lightning is very scary, but once you see it interrupted and there's no other ones to interrupt, you can just stop and use your kick on whatever you want. Get rid of that thing in the background. We have 4 people that can get rid of the afflicted. We should never have an issue with afflicted. We're going to knock these guys up because the thing actually hurts. I'm going to look at these. I just care about kicking the chain lightnings now. We're going to kick the one that's focused. Okay, we're going to stun this, and I'm going to run away. I'm going to defensive here because I'm being targeted. Tank has aggro again. We're going to get rid of that guy in the back. I was really scared. I tunneled into the guy that wasn't getting close to the tank, so the tank couldn't grab aggro. I'm going to kick this because there's a while until chain light. Never mind. Ooh, that chain light is going to hurt. Somebody needs to kick these. Please kick. Please kick. We have 2 druids. Is one of them feral? Okay, we have a feral druid. Okay, the feral druid should be kicking. They did kick. Maybe it was on cooldown. I'll trust that it was on cooldown. I'm going to kick that. I'm going to target the other one. I'm going to put him on focus. Chain lightning's going through. I have no way to kick that. Somebody needs to start kicking those. I don't know if someone did. Did we get rid of those afflicted? We did get rid of those afflicted. I'm just so tunneled on kicking. What I should do is just forget about it. Just forget about it, dude. Don't care about it. I failed my kick there. Hopefully it doesn't cost me a chain lightning being cast. I'm going to tunnel this guy. The other one should get kicked by somebody else, right? Right? Nope. Please kick chain lightning. I'm going to release spirit because those guys are almost dead. Reincarnation is not worth it. We are kicking things, but we're not kicking chain lightning. We're kicking spiked carapace. We need to kick chain lightning, not the other crap. The other crap is not what's going to kill us. Tank is kind of face tanking the chomps. I would expect them to kite that a bit more, but that works. Whatever keeps the tank alive, I trust this tank. Don't know much about Vengeance Hunters. Vengeance Hunters? Demon Hunter. Vengeance Demon Hunters is what I was trying to say. We're going to put a focus on Olaf. We're going to look at Balog. I've noticed that tanks just don't have a good time. I have aggro. I'm using my defensive. That wild cleave is taking me out. My guy, I'm not hitting it. Just taunt it. Hello? How long does it take you to use the taunt button? Very long, apparently. Sorry, I'm just upset because that is like some of the most basic shit a tank could do is just taunt at the right time. We're gonna get rid of this afflicted. I'm gonna wait until they land before I use my doom winds. I'm just trying to bait these over here so that we don't have to have a bunch of area taken away from us in the middle. Group did the same thing. Doom winds into sundering. I'm just trying to kill Balog because I can't cleave Eric, and we're just gonna finish off Eric separately. He's gonna charge at us. That's good. So we're just gonna be able to cleave him now. Thanks, Eric. You kind of screwed yourself over on that one. We're going to switch to Eric because he's highest HP. We're kicking that with our focus target. We're going to cleanse this in the back because healer's the only one cleansing, it seems like. Dagger throw is on me. Do I need to use group heal? I don't think I need to use group heal here. It doesn't look like I need to do anything special. I could just zug zug. I'm going to do a speed up totem. Druid also used his speed up. That's unfortunate. I should have thought of that. When I have druids, I need to just remember that they're probably going to use their speed up. Gonna put a focus on this one. I should probably wait until I do any more DPS. Focus interrupt that. I'm gonna knock up this chain lightning. I just need chain lightnings not to go through. I'm not gonna interrupt a single other thing here until we get away from these guys. Cleanse this one in the back. I tried to cleanse this one closer to me, but that got cleansed by somebody else, so I wasted a global on it. But as long as we actually get the cleanses through, I don't care. Okay. Yeah. Wind strike. I just wasted my crash lightning. We're gonna knock everything up here because they were casting their little shields or whatever that make them reflect. I'm standing in the little things. I'm going to put a poison cleansing totem down. That should take care of all of these. I'm very bad about standing in rocks here. I seem to stand in rocks quite a bit. I'm going to put a slowing totem down in case the tank wants to kite. The basilisks, I'm going to try and kick that basilisk thing. Very good. We are just mashing this button right now. That's all I need to do. I'm not going to use any of my cooldowns here. These guys are almost dead. I'm just going to drop them on top of these guys' heads. I'm going to cleanse one of these. Is the other one going to get cleansed? I'm looking at it. I'm going to heal it. Nobody else is healing it. There you go. Interrupt that chain lightning. Send those doggos in. I'm going to drop a stone skin totem because these guys are going to do the stomp. I haven't been using it much because I didn't have it on my bars for a while because I was using different builds that don't use it. I'm going to knock this up. Never mind. Demon Hunter actually interrupted it. That's good. Chain lightning should be coming through at some point. No, never mind. I did recently interrupt it. The WeakAuras that puts the skills on nameplates is actually kind of weird. I almost got one tap there. Because if you're in combat, when the combat starts with that enemy, it's going to be correct. It's going to show you roughly the correct time for the spell. But if you join combat afterwards, it's not going to do it correctly. It's not going to show you the correct time because it shows you timers based on when you join combat, not when the mob goes into combat. So it can just desync like that. Usually you can get over that by just keeping up with the tank and getting into combat about as soon as the tank does. Geomancer over there, we're going to interrupt the first cast it does. That would be that one. We're going to do poison cleansing totem here because I don't know who's going to make it to it. I got to be very careful here. I don't want to die again like I did in the previous episode. At least I think it was the previous episode. We're going to move over to the totem, switch to the totem, hard switch to the totem. We're going to knock this up. We're going to put a stun totem down because chain lightning's coming after that. Totem needs to die. People are not hard switching to the totem. I got a sundering the totem. Bloodlust came through. That's not good. That totem really needs to die. People are not focusing the totem. That's kind of scary. We have a new set of ads, and there's still this one alive. We're going to kick that in the back. I have my Tauren stun if I need to stun chain lightning like this one. I also need to get the heck away from there. I wasn't able to help with the spiteful, unfortunately. I'm going to drop my cooldowns on this. I got another set of... I got like Doom Winds up, so I can do quite a bit of damage. We're going to have to switch over to the totem. I'm hard switching to the totem. I don't care about anything else. I'm going to move quite a bit away. Chain lightning's being cast. I can't reach it, actually. The druid went down. I need to cleanse this. I need to use the group heal. The druid got caught off guard probably by the same thing I did. We're gonna... I don't have kicks available. I have to stun this like so. Chain lightning needs to go away. I'm not sure if it would have cast through. I'm gonna kill that one. I'm gonna hard switch to this ad because this is what's gonna kill us. The chain lightning is what's gonna kill us if it goes through. So I need to hard switch to this ad because I don't think people are respecting how much damage it does. The tank sure as fuck isn't respecting it because he's not moving over to the ads that are ranged. I'm starting to get very frustrated because Tuesday night runs are some of the shittiest runs you could get into because everyone's just desperate to get a 20 done before the reset so they have it for the vault. I'm going to do a knock up for this enemy, but only when they do the chain lightning because I don't have a kick for anything else. I'm just going to stay on the boss now because the boss needs to die. There we go. We managed to get through it. I'm not happy about how we did it, but we did it, and that's all that matters. We're going to give this person a heal. There we go. Healer is drinking. Tank, please don't face tank the custodians. Please, whatever you do, just kite. Please kite. I have infinite slows. There we go. Just keep kiting, buddy. I got slows for days, my guy. You don't even have to worry about it. You literally just hit him enough to keep aggro and just keep going. All right, we're going to wait for them to group up. We've relocated the totem. We're going to knock them up to prevent those from going through. We're going to drop the totem right about here so they walk into it. They're all going to get stunned. There we go. Beautiful. That one needs to get slowed. I can't stun that one. There's a thingy thing on these guys. I'm going to keep working on them. There's a slow totem down now. Tank needs to move away. It's attacking me. Okay, they got knocked back on time. I'm just got to stay away now because the tank doesn't have aggro. Okay. The lowest HP one is the one that's targeting me, so we're good. Is there another guy that I need to dispel? There isn't? Okay. That's just one of them. I'm going to slow him. I don't have a stun totem. Tank could do with a stun on them. I guess he's saving it for next season, possibly. I don't know. I'm gonna give heals to the tank. I can't do much else. I gotta slow this thing. Keep it off the tank. Those knockbacks are coming in handy. At least they're being used for once. Usually druids kind of just ignore their knockback. Nice. Okay. I'm very salty this run because I'm very tired. I want to get this timed and get going. And we're going to bloodlust this. Okay, we're going to bloodlust. We're going to drop poison cleansing totem, standing right on top of the enemy, or rather on top of the boss, because that way when the orbs drop, it's just going to get instantly removed, multiple stacks of it. There we go. Don't know what stunned it, but that is not how you do this. People really don't understand this boss. You only stun it when it's casting its thing and it's not being dragged into an orb. I'm going to use my Earth Elemental Totem to try and absorb some of this damage from the bleed. We're standing on top of the boss again just to drop these off as close as we can to remove the 2 immunity stacks. We're going to cleanse one of these. I can't do anything else for that. Tank is stunning it before time. Maybe not too far before time, so it doesn't matter too much. Okay, we have Sundering down during Doom Winds. That's good. On the next knockback, AoE knockback, I'm going to use, whatchamacallit, my group heal. I got hit by the thing. I need to use the group heal to heal myself up because the Crushing Stomp will kill me otherwise. I'm very scared of the Crushing Stomp. I'm going to use my Poison Cleansing Totem here to get rid of these guys. Group heal is still going. There we go. That stun was perfect. That was the perfect stun. And then the tank got stunned by the thing, so that's not exactly ideal. But the boss is so far away that it doesn't even matter. We're going to give this druid a nice little heal. I'm just worried about them. If they get the bleed next, they might just go down. If I get the bleed, I do have my defense available now. I do have my defensive, so I'm going to use it right away. I'm going to send the doggos in because I can't reach the boss. I'm going to put a nice little Sundering down. We'll take care of this guy in the back. The one at the center, somebody else should take care of. We're looking at the priest to give him a nice little heal. And there we go. We killed the boss. Very good. 22, almost 23 minutes left. We've got 2 bosses left. I'm feeling confident. This is actually quite a good group. I'm getting my ass carried on DPS, but that's because I'm spending most of my globals doing random shit other than DPS. Cleaves are coming through. I'm going to knock this up. I don't want any of the Hails of Stone going through. That is a shit ton of damage. 1, you can survive. If 2 are going through, you're probably going to wipe on a Fortified unless you have a hell of a healer cooldown going. We're going to kick that just to keep them all grouped up. I'm going to drop a stun totem. By the time it's done charging and dropping its load, these guys are going to be casting all their shit. I'm going to wait for doggos. Here comes doggos into Doom Winds, into Sundering, Crash Lightning, Chain Lightning Spam. I'm actually going to try and do some DPS here for once. We're going to knock everything up. Probably not the best call. We're going to kick that Stone Bolt. Not much else to kick here. There's no warders here, so I don't have to worry about that. This one's high enough HP. I use my Tarn Stunt to stun one of them. The other one is going to go through. I can't do anything about it. I can kick this. Never mind, my kick was on cooldown. We're going to get rid of that while the healer is healing. So the healer doesn't have to spend a global on cleansing while he's healing. A very low HP group. We're going to put one focus on one warder. We're going to look at the other warder, and we're going to wait for them to cast the curse. We're going to kick that. If the other curse goes through, I do have a decurse that I can use on whoever it gets put on. I have a Sundering available. I'll try to use my Sundering for the curse that's coming up here in a second. There it is. We're going to interrupt it with that. This guy has the shield. We're going to purge that off. We're going to cleanse this guy. We're going to heal this guy to almost full. We're going to heal him one more. There we go. I'm just trying to help the healer by cleansing and all that. Okay, we're trying to line of sight these. That cleave is very scary. I'm going to step away until I absolutely have to get back in there. I'm going to drop a stun totem around the corner. It's going to trap that one Hail of Stone. Now I can get back into line of sight here. I'm going to kick that curse. Tank is moving around a lot, so I'm scared of the frontals from the custodians. I'm going to put... That's a Weaver. I need to focus on the warder so I can interrupt them even if I'm not targeting him, just to make sure. Do I have a knock-up? Hails of Stone, or, well, one Hail of Stone is coming through, so I'm going to try and interrupt that with my thingy thing. I'm starting to run my voice dry, or my throat dry from speaking so much. But there's a lot going on, as you can tell. Okay, I don't need to do anything special anymore. I have my group heal ready, and we're ready to do the one with the Earthquake. The Earthquake one is super, super scary. We're going to put a focus on the warder so I can interrupt the curse if I need to. Drop doggos. And I'm going to drop my group heal when I see that Earthquake coming through. I'm waiting for the Hails of Stone. There's the Hail of Stone. I'm going to drop my Poison Cleansing Totem. Earthquake's coming through. We're going to drop our group heal. Curse is coming through. We're going to interrupt that so I don't have to spend my global on cleansing the curse. I've got to make sure I'm not standing in this bullshit. Sundering, Storm Strike, Chain Lightning, Crash Lightning. I'm probably not doing optimal AoE DPS, but what I am doing is making sure my group survives. I'm going to jump or run forward to interrupt that Hail of Stone. I'm very scared of that, because if the Earthquake comes through at the same time as Hail of Stone, it's going to be very scary. I'm going to cleanse one of these. Do I have 10 stacks? I don't need to use my 10 stacks on healing one of them. That's good. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, that went well. That was a really good one. This healer is pumping crazy HPS. Like, I am very impressed. I mean, the number itself isn't as high, but I'm certain that they're doing other stuff. Oh, okay, come on, dude. I chain lightninged during this. I'm gonna knock up. There's a lot of these going through. We're gonna drop a stun totem. That's not exactly the best look. I have my earth elemental totem coming up here in a second. I'm going to drop that as well just to reduce the pressure from the tank, because the tank is poisoned. I'm going to drop a poison cleansing totem. It should be up during afflicted. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll rather heal the afflicted than let the tank die to poisons, because the poisons from the spiders actually start hurting at a point. I have my kick available for the next one that casts. This one's going to die before he casts. This one will cast, but I'm just going to kick him to make sure that doesn't happen. There's two of these guys. We're going to cleanse one, let the druid handle the other. At least I think it's the druid. Maybe it's the other druid. Which druid am I thinking of? I was thinking of the healer, to be fair. Druid is asking for mana. Perfect. The boss is on the other side of the room, so we're not going to accidentally body pull. We don't have bloodlust for this boss, so we might have 2 intermissions. Druid says ready. Should get going. I'm going to give the demon hunter a little bit of time before I start zug-zugging really hard. Make sure I don't stand in front of this. He just needs a couple of globals to set up aggro, and if I keep respecting that, I'll be fine. It's specifically for demon hunters, it's a bit of an issue. Every other class that does tanking has a much better and easier time doing that. I'm going to use my group heal here because I see a bunch of low health bars. I don't know if a bunch of people got hit by the orbs flying around, or tornadoes. I guess they're tornadoes now. I'm just going to try and move to this side so that the feral druid has somewhere to stand in DPS. I want to make sure that they're able to. I'm going to cleanse one of these guys, move out of that damn thing. Okay, he's going to the center with 53% HP. I'm not certain whether we will be able to do it in just one intermission. Okay, I'm going to use Doom Winds on these. Maybe that was a bad call. We're probably going to die before I'm ready to do anything else with the Doom Winds. Okay, we're going to get a Doom Wind Storm Strike in here. That was a bit of a waste of Doom Winds, to be completely honest with you, but whatever. Sometimes I make poor choices. We're going to get cleansed that one. We're going to try and heal this one. Just making sure I heal it, because that is potentially fatal. Maybe not in this intermission, but, well, actually, yes, in this intermission. It does quite a bit of damage in intermission. I'm going to drop doggos here to help finish this off. We're going to move the doggos over to this target. Okay, there we go. Now we need to storm strike the bejesus out of this boss, and I think we should be fine. I don't have my group heal here. We'll take care of this one. I do have poison cleansing totem. I'm going to drop poison cleansing totem. The druid's kind of struggling to keep up, so I think I should help him out by getting rid of both of those myself. I'm looking at people's health bars. Do we have an MD coming through? No, we don't. We should have an MD coming through whenever that happens. The clap. When it happens, we should get an MD. Helping kill this guy. Do we have an MD? We don't have an MD. Boss is going to middle. And cleanse this. I don't know where the boss's thing is going to go. It's right there. Okay, we just lost the druid because he kind of just ran into one of the orbs. That's what it looked like on my screen while I was looking at it. I'm going to drop doggos here. Do we have a battle res for him? I think we do. Is it necessary though? I don't think it is. I think we can do this in one lap and kill the boss right after that. So maybe we don't want to spend a battle res on it. I think we do have a battle res available. We're just not spending it on the druid, which is fair. Okay, we have this coming up next. I'm kind of unhappy about my DPS. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's probably because I'm focusing so much on the utility aspect, but honestly, I'd rather focus on the utility and actually get the dungeon done than focus on zug-zugging DPS and just end up wiping over and over again. I am going to Doom Winds this. I don't want to die here near the end of the fight. That would really suck. We're going to do a poison cleansing totem, so we make sure that these guys get taken care of without the healer having to do anything about it. And there we go. We're going to start casting a res on this person immediately. Healer's already drinking. That's good to see. And we're going to top the person off for you as well. There we go. Okay, we have one druid doing the speedy speed. I'm going to focus on the purple one and interrupt it. Never mind, I got raked, so I wasted my interrupt. I'm waiting for the Hails of Stone to come through. I'm going to drop a totem here because I'm going to start casting Hails of Stone. The totem will take care of that. Hell yeah. That's amazing. Thunderous thing is coming through. That's half my health, so I have to start line of sighting them. I will do that as best as I can. When I see some casters, I'm going to use Sundering. They're silenced for quite a while. We're going to cleanse that. Sundering this. Very good. There's a Stomp coming through. We're going to get away from that. Hail of Stone is coming through. We're going to stun that. I'm going to do an interrupt next time I see a Stone Bolt there. There we go. I'm going to use a heal on myself with the Maelstrom that I have. Okay, this group might be a bit rougher because tanks usually don't take it to line of sight. I'm going to wait until I do any DPS here so that the tank can do the line of sight thing. I'm going to cleanse that. Knock up these two bozos. We're going to look for an interrupt on this to make it move closer. Okay, I haven't been DPSing much because I'm just trying to group them up so we can properly DPS like this. Just got to be mindful of the tank's positioning so I don't get hit by the Custodian's Cleave.
I have aggro. I'm going to use my defensive here because I have aggro. Hail of Stone is coming through. I didn't have a totem set up for this. This is kind of scary. Heal the priest. Okay, the stun did manage to take one of those out. We kicked that stone bolt, and now we're good. I should have had that ready. That was my bad. I should have had a totem going down. I could have seen when it was that the Hail of Stone was coming through, but I wasn't paying enough attention to that. You can see how quickly things can go to shit when somebody isn't focusing on interrupting the Hails of Stone. And luckily as a shaman I have so many tools to do that with. I'm going to help this tank survive. I managed to kick that curse so I don't have to cleanse it, so I can keep the cleanse for whatever. I'm going to drop a poison cleansing totem here because there's one behind us. Hopefully nobody gets hit by that. I can't really see if somebody will be or won't be. Okay, now we can focus on actual DPS here. We're making this a decent sized pull, but not too big. 12 and a half, just under 12 and a half minutes left for the last boss, the trash and the last boss. The routing was conventional. There's nothing outlandish being done by the tanks, so I feel like we're doing quite well on that. We're going to put a focus on that warder and looking at the custodians. Might as well look at that warder because he's kind of the most dangerous one. Do we need to cleanse one? There's one in the back. We're going to cleanse that. I need to dispel someone. Do I? I do not. Somebody dispelled it anyway. No, the DBM lady was saying the spell. I thought I needed to dispel a curse from a friend, but I didn't. I could just purge the shield. That's what it was trying to say. Because the shield cast went through, so the DBM lady says the spell. I'm holding my Doom Winds for the two big guys up there. I'm hoping the tank takes the custodians into the big guy once the warder is dead. I feel like that's perfectly safe to do because the custodians really only affect the tank. We can go next. I feel like we're kind of wasting time here, but that's okay. The tank's doing a great job. I shouldn't criticize at all. The times he lost the aggro, it wasn't because he was doing something wrong. It was the limitation of his class. He needs a few globals to set up aggro, so I'm going to give him some globals here. The Shadow Crash was wasted. That's unfortunate. I'm going to do Doom Winds into just full Zug Zug DPS. I have my defensive up, so I'm just going to stand in these. There's another one that's going to come through here soon. We're going to drop a poison cleansing totem to take care of those in the back. Now we have 5 or so seconds until we need to hide soon. Doggos into wind strikes. We're going to get ready to move out of range. There it is. We're going to go around half of the cast bar right behind here. The druid tried to do it but kind of missed the timing. We're going to move again because now I don't have my defensives up. The priest really should move, but he's also kind of missing the timing. He just used dispersion for pretty much nothing after he was already hit, but I think that's a panic dispersion. Those kind of defensives do come through sometimes. I'm just going to move. Okay, it died before I had to move, so that's good. I'm going to try and mark all these warders so that I can commentate a bit easier, I guess, because in... Okay, so we're splitting this into 2 groups as well. I can respect that. We do have a bloodlust available. I'd be happier if we did something different, but it's okay. I think the tank wants to save the bloodlust for the boss, and I respect it. The boss is hard enough. We're just going to try and take care of these guys. We got a crit, so we took care of them in 2 globals. That's always good. Underrot claps coming through. We're just going to stand over here. I think I got hit by it anyway. It's kind of wonky, but I think I just missed the timing. That's unfortunate. I should be able to survive without too much healer assistance from the leech and stuff, and just 1 rejuvenation should take care of me. Okay, that's this guy dead. This should be pretty easy, honestly. Okay, tank wants to go into the next group. Is that it? There's the blessing. We're gonna... Okay, there's another one that's gonna do the thing. We're gonna stun them all. Something needs to get purged. I don't see what it is. I think the healer got it, or rather the priest got it. Okay, this is a big pull. I don't know if they want me to bloodlust here. I don't think I should. I think I'll save it for the boss at this point. I don't think any of the fights will last long enough to make use of a full bloodlust, right? We're gonna kick one of these hastens. We're gonna purge the other hasten because they actually start hurting at a point. The time blade actually hits pretty hard. It's kind of a tank buster. We're dropping doggos again. We're gonna try and deal a bunch of damage. Excellent commentary, Vlad. I am DPS. I'm going to drop my cooldowns and I'm going to try to do damage. That is very informative, I know. It's more of a... It's not so much a commentary as it is a stream of consciousness. I can't actually... Okay, the one that is... that I'm supposed to dispel is all the way in the back. I can't even reach him. Gonna put a focus on this time agent. Are we gonna do the double reaver pull? We are gonna do the double reaver pull. We have an MD. Okay, never mind. I was really worried, but we have a mass dispel, so I'm not too worried. I'm gonna rip aggro off the tank because I started zug-zugging way too soon. Tank is trying to kite. I don't know about that one, Chief. Poison cleansing totem up here. I think he's trying to take this into... I just fucked up my interrupt. Hasten needs to get dispelled. I'm gonna use my defense. I'm gonna use my group heal because we're not getting MD'd. At 17 stacks. MD, my guy. MD. Why are we not getting Mass Dispelled? He has it. I can see it right there. He has it. He has all his cooldowns. Is Omni CD bugged or something? I'm going to release. I'm going to take this and I'm going to go back because I go very, very close to where we are. I'm going to use my Ghost Wolf form to get back in there. I asked the priest to MD, but he's just not using it. He's not using his cooldowns either on a pull that's really, really dangerous. I don't know. I genuinely don't know why. I think Omni CD. No, never mind. It's not bugged. It just Void Torrent just went on cooldown. We're pulling double Time Reaver. My guy's saving Power Infusion for the next fucking season or something. I don't even know. That is so stupid. I'm going to try to keep the healer alive so he can keep the rest of us alive. But that's like, okay, he did use Mass Dispel at the end of the fight. Not during the fight, but at the end of the fight. We need these whelps, so I'm pulling them. We need it for percent. These whelps won't do it. Sundering for them. We're just going to go Zug Zug. But I don't know. That MD needed to happen right around the 17 stack point, maybe. I don't know. Priest, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but that was like, you really needed to MD there. Maybe you just forgot about it. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I think you know you need to MD because you MD'd at the end. But in the middle of combat, when there's 2 Time Reavers pulled, you need to MD when the stack count reaches about 15 or so. Because otherwise, your healer will not be able to keep the group alive. We died through my healing cooldown and the healer pumping as much as he could. So be careful of that. I'm going to Bloodlust right off the bat here. So the heal, maybe this time the priest actually uses some cooldowns. Time Sync is on me. We're going to use the Doggo form because that way we can actually get out of the time sync and get rid of that dot. Tank is holding him in the middle of the room, which is questionable at best, but we're just going to go with the flow here. I can't really do much to control how the tank plays. I'm going to drop my Wind Fury Totem because I have some globals available here. We're going to use a defensive here because that's going through. We're going to use our group heal because I see people are pretty low on HP. We're going to try and get that heal off on the Afflicted. I had my Poison Cleansing Totem, but I'm saving it for the next double. Trying to stand in shit because we have the time rewind going through. When you stand in the puddles during time rewind, you actually get a shit ton of haste. Some groups prefer to do Bloodlust after the first one. You never want to overlap Bloodlust with that because you're just going to haste cap and you're not going to get the full effect. Like, you're just going to waste part of it. Are there 2 of them? I don't see a second one, so I think we're good. We're almost done with this. We have plenty of time. We could wipe now and probably still time it, so I don't need to freak out. I just need to do my job, which is Zug Zug DPS big time. And maybe use some off heals, I guess. So I feel like I can finally relax here. I'm going to use my Earth Elemental just to treat it as a defensive here. Time Sync is on me. I'm just going to drop it right here. People can see where it is. They're not blind. I'm trying to target this Afflicted Soul that's on the boss. That's usually hard to target, so I may as well do that for the healer. Rewind time is coming through. We're going to try and Doom Winds during it. I used my Sundering before I used my Doom Winds. That's a mistake I keep making, but what can I do? We're going to drop Doggos near the end of that. Keep smashing. Doggos finally went through. Rewind time. I stepped out of it before rewind time finished. That's a bit of a mistake. I could have gotten an extra global with it, but it's not a huge deal, right? Okay, those health bars are looking kind of scary. Time Sync's on me. I'm going to try and step away so that people don't have to worry about it. We're going to get this guy cleansed. I'm going to try and kill the boss here. I think next rewind, the boss is definitely dead. People kind of stood in the Time Syncs. Come on now. Boss is almost dead. Let's do this. Wing Buffet coming through. I'm going to use a defensive. The Wing Buffet is the big AoE damage. We're going to Time Sync. So we have Time Sync, so we're going to use the Ghost Wolf form to get away from that. We're going to drop Doggos. Boss should be going down here in a second. We're going to drop Poison Cleansing Totem because I can't really even see where these guys are. We're running out of space because the tank mispositioned early on in the fight, so we had a bunch of these, but the boss is dead. And that was a 19. It's not even a 20. Oh man, I got Fierce Boreal Arm Guards. There's no other male users in the group, so I can't give them to anyone. Haste Mastery is not bad, but I have crafted one, so it doesn't matter. Thank you for the run. And we're going to do an Astral Recall. Alright, that wasn't too bad of a run. We got our 19. I'm not overjoyed about how my keys are looking for the end of the week, but this is doable. I don't want to stay up too late. It's already 11 p.m. I could maybe try to get a 20 in, a 20 Uldaman, but I don't need to do 20s on both weeks. I would need to time a 20 Neltharus as well if that was the case. What I need to do is time 20 Neltharus next week and 20 Uldaman next week and get whatever other combination of keys I need to hit 2.8k rating, which is probably going to be 20s across the board. And then a few of them are going to be 21s, maybe even 22s. Depends on how, how lucky I get with group invites or what kind of keys I get. 22s, I'd probably not do anything that's too hard. Like if I get a Neltharus 22, I'm probably not going to do that. But if I get a VP 22 or if I get a Freehold 22, that I'm much more comfortable with doing. But I believe that is pretty much it for this episode. Your boy kind of exhausted. I had a long 2 days of just grinding keys to try and get all the 20s done for the rest of this week. I have commentated through every 20 that I've done, but which ones I'll show, I do not know. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the... Actually, no, that's not it for this episode. I cannot go without repairing that WeakAuras was upsetting me. There we go. We got rid of it. But yes, I was saying that is pretty much it. You guys are ruining my shot. You know that? You're really ruining... I'm going to go to a different tower. You guys. There we go. Now we can commentate in peace, or rather, outro in peace. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. Let me know what you liked about it in a comment. I always read those. I respond to the vast majority of them. And if I don't, you can also reach out to me on the DNV community Discord. That's always linked in the description. There you can hang out with all the cool peeps that watch the channel. One thing that I really wanted to mention is that I do have channel memberships. It's something I decided to go down because there's a few cool emojis that I like using, like the Zook Zook emoji, the feels good emoji. I think I added annoyed from the annoyed kid gif that I use all the time. A couple of cool things like that. You also have a guaranteed reply. It's nothing special, really. It's not that big of a perk. It's more of a you chose to support me and my YouTube adventure, which I immensely appreciate. But yeah, if you're interested in that, check it out. I think it's a join button right at the same place where you would click the subscribe button, so take a look if you're interested, of course. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Man, I might not have it in the DPS department, but I feel like I'm doing quite well on the kicks.